Hello everyone. Um, I'm Angus from Tech with Power, and welcome to my first official unboxing video. Today, I've got a very exciting device that came in the mail. I've just picked it up from the post office down the road, and I haven't unboxed it. I've even got a couple of accessories here to go with it. But I thought I would share with you the experience of unboxing this device as not a professional YouTuber, but as just a regular person who doesn't buy them outright, buys them on a plan, like with a telecommunications provider and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Before we get started into that though, I just want to give you a bit of background as it is my first video. I am currently a second year electrical apprentice, as you can tell by the pants I kind of squatted down in. And at the moment I'm at TAFE, studying to become an electrician, or as in America I think it's a journeyman. But at the moment I have been I started out writing notes in a sketchbook, and then I kind of realised that how useful it would be to have an iPad, basically. And I was grateful enough that my dad actually had a spare iPad around, and I decided if I went ahead and asked him if I could borrow it, and he said yes, that's okay. So it's just I've just got his old second generation iPad Pro, which is doing wonders for me at the moment, except the battery life is atrocious. I literally have to charge it every single night, and literally all I'm doing is just writing notes in it, so it's not like it's doing anything major. But I do have the pencil with it, and it is his pencil, and it's missing the tip there, as you can see. But this is actually quite a good pencil. I mean, I have no real complaints over it. Only problem is when the battery does get to like practically 5 and 0%, there is a huge lag of like half a second between pencil on stroking and the actual iPad recognizing strokes. But no complaints, basically, because I've got the new one here. And yeah, so I've been using that. It's been really helpful because I've just been able to, obviously as with notes, I haven't invested in any Notability or on any of those paid subscription apps because I don't feel it's worth it just yet. Because, and I'll explain why in a minute. But for the minute, I've just got this. It's the 12.9 inch, if you couldn't tell, silver, and yeah, it does the job pretty well. I'll be selling this to, I think there was a guy in my class who actually wants to buy this off me, so I'll be probably selling it to him. And it's also, he also got the Folio keyboard. It is a little bit old because you can see there's a couple of feathers sticking off there. So has seen its fair share of work, but nonetheless it's been really good. But annoyingly, when I connect it to the iPad, it says accessory not supported, but I have a feeling it's because the actual line where the connectors are is a little bit dirty, so I might have to give that a bit of a clean to make sure that it works. But nonetheless, it still operates as normal. Still, Touch ID still works, everything works. I really like it. Just the battery life's atrocious, and I know that there's the significant performance improvements, and the second gen Apple Pencil to go with this iPad, and USB-C is the king of all connections at the moment, so that was definitely a big plus. But yeah, so now that I've told you about that, I'll also tell you a little bit extra. So as I said, I'm a second year electrical apprentice, and the reason why I got this iPad was because I came to the realization after doing a bit of mathematical theory about a couple of months back, that I think that the applied maths of doing electrical theory and applying into electrical grids and homes and things, it was very interesting, and it kind of made my head go but in a good way. And I had this realization and kind of information from my granddad, whose mate is an electrical engineer who designs sports stadium lighting and airport lighting, that electrical engineering could be a path. So I did a bit of research, found a couple of companies that do electrical engineering, obviously, but they do have engineering specialties in other fields, and it just kind of clicked. So I think in getting this new tablet iPad, it'll definitely go away as an investment to helping me in the future, because obviously as a lot of people know with technology, the more premium the tablet, the more long lasting it will be, and this one is probably going to be lasting me another like 5-6 years, probably basically at the end of the degree when I take it on again. So without further ado, I'm going to open this thing and see what it's like. So as I said, I haven't opened it. It's still fresh from the post office. So let's have a look, shall we? So there's the tab on the side, which we've got to... There? Yeah, cool. Tab on the side there, you can see that. Cool. It's always cool to see this side of an Apple product. The labels haven't, nothing else on that? No, cool. Look at that. I'm holding it right. So, this iPad, I've got the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, 6th generation with 120 gigs of capacity in space grey, and it comes with Wi-Fi and cellular. Now, as I said, I got it from a telco because the deal was just really good and I couldn't really pass it up. So, as in Apple fashion, there's the things at the back, the tab, second tab. Oh, so good. Now, the reveal of the sexy beast. Lid's off. Ooh. That is really light. Really light. If I get to that. Packaging. Inside, there's obviously the manuals and Apple stickers in there. Inside. The power adapter. Very much needed. The problem with the other iPad I had, the old one, I had to charge it and it took literally the entire night to charge. So with this, it should hopefully charge in a couple of hours, max. So that's good. And the USB to USB-C cable, which means that charging will be an absolute breeze, hopefully. So that's the stuff. Now, let's get onto this big boy. God, look at that. Size comparison. If you can see that. Look at that. That's a significant difference, don't you think? Significant difference. Oh, hang on, I'm upside down. Significant difference. How mad is that? Hopefully you can see it in the camera, I'm not even looking. But yeah, whack. Now I'm going to open it. As everyone knows, that's satisfying feeling of opening a brand new Apple product. Oh, I didn't even notice. They changed it from, it doesn't say iPad anymore, it actually says iPad Pro, and obviously the connectors are on the back, which I have noticed in other videos. That's aside. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that just look absolutely sexy? Absolutely sexy. You can see my laptop. Yeah, I'm recording this on photo booth because I've just started out, so I'm not going to be spending a crap load of money on videography software yet. That's so good. It's a beast. It's an actual beast. Now, I do have a PowerPoint here, so I'm just going to plug this in. Bear with me a moment so I can get it charged to a bit more capacity. Then after I do this, I'll open up the accessories box and show you what else I got that I know will be crucial in my career in the future. Oh, I did watch an iJustine video actually about this. That cable, I don't know if you can see because the camera quality is really... That's a braided cable. That's mad. That's so cool. That actually means that this cable's lifespan will be a lot longer than its standard one. That's so whack. Oh, this might be a bit interesting because the cable's a bit... Oh. Right, that's plugged in. Get this baby charged up because I know that they have like, I don't know how much it's got, 75% charge. Oh, just kick the packaging. That's all good. Oh, it's lighting up. It's lighting up. That's okay. We'll let that charge for a minute. But the second most important part is the accessories. Now I bought this from Amazon. Oh, beautiful. 92% charged. That's pretty good. Usually they're at about 75%, so 92% is very surprising. Awesome. So, just some goodies in here which I know I need to use tomorrow and for the next couple of weeks, because I'm in my second week of my 4-week block. Oh, and it's been so helpful because writing notes down on the iPad and like formulas and like working stuff out, being able to like rub it out with a thing, because I only have a pen with it. I only had a pen with a notebook, so having a digital pencil and being able to rub it out and correct the mistakes is just so good. I'm opening this up the wrong way, I feel. Shouldn't be this hard. Even the keys out. There we go. That's it. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, so in here we have a inexpensive but looks pretty decent protective tablet case from ESR. Now the reason why I got this and not the typing key to, what is it, the Apple smart iPad keyboard thingamajig, was because I don't really need that at this point in time, and being able to have the the 3-folding design of the old iPad case that just had the folio on top of the screen, that was an incentive to get this, and because I can then actually, instead of having the screen, the old iPad, so instead of having the screen sitting on there, just me on the bench, I can actually have it lifted up on an angle, and I can actually, I just thought it'd be a bit more ergonomic, so I got that. Right, let's see if I can get this open. So I got these off Amazon, as I may have already mentioned. In this case, it was about $35. Inexpensive, just an easy case to chuck on. But I like. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm pleased with that. Very pleased. Just shove it over there. Oh, sorry, my nose is just a bit itchy. I like that actually. And the other thing is it's a flexible case, so it's got a bit of protection in there. That's nice. I like that. Has the protective back cover. You still have. And the other reason why I got it is because there are very few cases that have this. The actual slot for the pen sits in up there, so the magnet still works on the iPad, and the pencil sits in there, and so yeah, so it's all one uniform product, which was actually the selling point. I couldn't find another product that had anything that was similar to this, which is kind of upsetting, but it was okay. So I got this. Sits quite nicely. I like that. Nice and raised. Like I said, has the old-fashioned smart folio design, so that's good. Cool. Chucked it on the iPad in a moment. But the all-important part of having this, because I had this won't work with the iPad, so I had to get a new one. So the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. Please excuse the lighting. I know it's terrible. I'm just on my laptop, so just bear with me. That was just so beautiful. Apple does the best packaging, I've got to say. Really do. It's just. Okay, slide that. Bit of this, bit of that. Bit of manuals and some stickers. No stickers? No, okay. Manuals, quick start guide. The usual stuff that everyone gets with every other Apple device ever. And the important stuff. That bad boy. Took a bit of some magazine on that too. That is, if I'm thinking correct, if I'm feeling this correctly, that's about, I'd say it's about a third lighter than the first gen. So that's the first gen, the second gen together. But yeah. So the other, as a lot of people have already realised with the Apple Pencil, because they've been out for quite some time since the 3rd generation, and when it's been updated. There's obviously the flat edge on the side of it where the Apple Pencil writing is. Now, the cool thing about this, which the first gen pencil didn't actually have because it didn't have the functionality at the time, was you can obviously double tap on the side and it gives you on the iPad screen, you can actually swap to like an eraser, for example, which is what I'll probably be using it for 99% of the things I do. So when I'm writing down notes, I can be writing it down. If I've said, oh crap, I've stuffed something up, a formula's wrong, I can just double tap, rub it out, and of course with the eraser on the screen, you have the option of pixel eraser or object eraser, so you can either rub out an entire thing or you can rub out just a small bit of the text. So really, really appreciate that. And the other thing is, it's magnetic. Genius. Slots on the side, works perfectly. Where this, as a lot of people have said, there's memes about lollipops and, you know, you got to chuck it in the back here, make that fit, and it just looks silly. It just looks silly. Anyway, that's that. So, I've unboxed the accessories. I've got the iPad here. Hopefully, let's check if it's charged enough to have a play with. It's at 94%. We can handle that. Actually, you know what? I can probably fiddle with it while I'll probably just probably move this over a little bit. There we go. Move the keys out of the way. The iPad's just charging, so I've got to. Let me see the home screen and do that. So we got to get English. So cool. English, if you can see that. It's just a nice form factor. 12.9 inches. Beautiful. And 120 hertz is very, 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 very satisfying. 120 hertz. Beautiful. ProMotion display. Oh, is it mini LED? I think it's mini LED. Mini LED. And I think I did a bit of research, but the mini LED means that in the areas where there are blacks, like plain blacks, the LEDs actually switch off. So the battery doesn't actually die as quickly because obviously if you use the older iPads, like the second gen I've got here, when you go into a screen and like part of it's black, you can still see the backlighting of it, and it's like more of like an incredibly dark navy than a black, so that's a bit annoying. But this is black. LEDs are off, it's black, it's dead. So my computer screen keeps going blank. So we'll go to Australia. So I'm in Australia. In Brisbane specifically. Now we want to go bring it. Okay, I can obviously set this up with my current iPhone, which is my pocket of all places. There we go. Set up new iPad on my phone. Greatest ever software addition to iOS, I reckon. Well, not the best, but one of the best. One of the best. Obviously, got to put the thing over the iPad, so I'll do that now, so you can see it. And bang, she's in. That's a really nice bright screen. My God, I love it. It's nice. It's crisp. It's just good. Set up for me. Set up for me now. Okay. iPhone passcode. Cool. Got that. And I believe that I thought that was B-Touch ID in this thing. Anyway, while this is loading up, do let me know if you have any questions about the iPad. I'll try my best to answer them to the best of my ability. There's obviously other pages like iJustine and Your Average Consumer and MKBHD that do a much better job at these reviews. But as a first off, give me feedback on the video. I would really appreciate it because obviously this is my first official unboxing and review. I'll set Face ID up later. And yeah, I mean, I'll mainly have this for web, and at the moment my partner and I are house hunting, so this will be used for that most likely as well. A little bit of that, but mostly note taking, some emails for work and other stuff, and just generally an investment for the future. So it's going to be a great device, I reckon. Still loading up, setting up your Apple ID. Probably should have checked the case, to be honest, but that's okay. God, I love it already. I absolutely love it. Oh, and I think that the from memory, I'll just have a quick look see online at the actual features of it, because iPad Pro 6th Gen 1-inch. I do apologise, but my backyard's being scarified, so the grass is being mowed. Fixed. Awesome, lovely. Where are the... No. So, for some reason I thought there was a certain feature... Oh, the cameras, that's what I was looking at, because on the back of it, you've got two main and what looks like a wide angle camera and a flash and the microphone, obviously. Accept that. So make this your new iPad. Here's everything set up as you had it on your other iPad. Cool, continue. Let's do that. Awesome. Got to add in Apple Pay. Love that. Absolutely love it. Just got to input some codes for it. Where are you? You're here. Yeah, like I said, if you have any questions or if you have any feedback for me, please let me know. I'd really appreciate it. And hopefully I can improve the quality of my video in the long term, and be able to provide you guys with better content, and be able to continuously go out, test and review other products, which will be insanely awesome. So just adding an Apple Card to the thing, easy. But other than that, that is the end of this unboxing and review. I'm going to be having a bit of a play with this after the video is done, and yeah, so the iPad's now at 96%. It does come with I'll just do a bit of some specs, even though I feel that if you're watching this video, you've got an idea of what the specs are anyway. Let's go to the iPad. Let's go to the iPad Pro. Obviously, it comes with the Apple, supercharged by the Apple M2 chip, which is insanely fast. It has obviously that next level Apple Pencil capabilities, and yeah, 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. And when creating video, you can convert video projects to Pro resolution up to 3 times faster than before. You have a 12.9-inch Liquid Retina XDR display, which is the best and the brightest display in an iPad, which is insanely awesome. HDR compatible as well, which is great. And 1,000 nits of full screen brightness and 1,600 nits of peak brightness, along with advanced display technologies like P3 wide color gamut and True Tone and something else, ProMotion, which is great. So, and it's mini LED, that's what I was looking at. So it says that they use custom designed mini LEDs that are 120 times smaller than in previous generations. That is incredible. Custom sized optical films and diffusers mix the light more efficiently and fitted in a design that is just 6.4 millimeters thin, powered by over 10,000 mini LEDs. Absolutely insane. Now there's you got iPad OS, but all that good stuff, and you've got 40 gigabit speed data transfer with Thunderbolt 3 or 4 via USB-C, and you've obviously got the adapters and connect to the cameras. Front-facing camera is 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. Features an ultra-wide camera with a 12 megapixel sensor and a 22 degree field of view, and true depth, which unlocks iPad with Face ID. That's awesome. And center stage, that's really cool as well. So when you're on a video call, or you're taking a FaceTime video call, whatever it is, or you're recording yourself, it'll always have your face center stage, so the camera moves to make sure your face is in the center of the screen, unlike my laptop right now, which is I'm in like the middle of it trying to cram my head in, which is mad. But you do have a LiDAR scanner, yes. So you've got an ultra-wide camera and a wide camera and a LiDAR scanner, and obviously the True Tone flash and the microphone as well. And it also comes with Wi-Fi 6E and 5G, which is very, very good, but it's also very expected in this day and age. What else is there? That's about it. Oh, the Magic Keyboard, which I'll obviously be getting in a couple of years. The Apple Pencil, which I do have at the moment, which I might chuck it on now just so it charges a little bit. And there we go, that's charging. Mad. Okay, cool. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to be having a play with this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, oh, and there's actually the hover feature as well, as people have said. So you can have the pencil. I won't take it off the charger anymore because it's charging at the moment, but as an example, you can have the pencil, and if the screen's here, you can have it 12 millimeters above the display, and it'll kind of bubble up whatever it is you're doing. Or if you're writing something in the curtain, if you're writing something in like Notability or Microsoft OneNote or just Notes in general, you can actually see where the cursor is going to be before you touch the screen, which I think is going to be really cool. So that'll be nice. But let me just check if there's anything else to worry about, which I don't think there is. Well, you've obviously got the productivity from the previous software, and yeah, all in all, it looks like it's going to be a fantastic device. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Again, as I said, this is my first official unboxing and review video. So far, amazed with it. And yeah, this is Angus from Tech with Power, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, guys.